I started by getting rid of the factory Subaru one. I'm gonna cut out the carpet. I don't really care for it, so it's just gonna go. We'll leave that space and it'll give us room to work. So we're gonna cut out that section of carpet. And then obviously I'm gonna clean up. There's a lot of debris here. I think a mouse was living underneath that seat for a while because there's chewed up napkins and stuff. So we'll cut that carpet out, vacuum up any debris that's left behind, and then we'll start the wiring. Start with that. Remove more of that if we want to. Now that I've got everything cut out of the way, we can put the frame in and we can start mocking up some brackets. Figure out how we're gonna mount everything. This one will sit with directly over the hole. And then this one's off though by quite a lot. And it'll go like that to go over the hole. And then this will get welded onto it. So I need to make that hole slightly larger. Yeah, I gotta get that drill press working. This is not a good time. I'm pretty sure this is a steel drill bit at least. So the metal's not a perfect like flat surface that piece of 1/4 inch was sitting on. So because of that, there's a lot of gaps. Like it's hard to see in the camera, but it doesn't contact right there. There's an air gap. So that's why I was having trouble tacking it there. And then I got a bit going here, but again, it's not completely a flat surface. Bit weld back there. I could have put some more in there, I guess. Underneath is where it really was contacting better. So that's where I laid the majority of the welds. I hope it's strong enough. I'm doing the wiring now. So I already hooked up the stuff on the battery in the engine bay. I ran it through the firewall. Now I just need to get it through here, come down the center console, and then come out to here to run the passenger seat. So let's take this apart. Used to be able, there we go. Quick release. So we gotta feed the wires through that hole and then down through the center console and then out here. So I gotta set the camera down to do that. I'm not gonna show you because it's pretty boring. It's very similar to when I did the wiring for the off-road lights, so you can just check out that video if you're that curious. I am not having as much fun doing this as I thought I would. So the switch blows the fuse whenever you switch it to low setting. I'm not really sure why. There might still be a short somewhere on it that I missed when I replaced the plug. So I'm just gonna run the relay with the switch that it came with rather than trying to run the factory switch. So then I went looking for my drill to drill a hole to mount that switch. I found the drill and now I don't know where I put the switch. And I keep misplacing stuff today. And I'm gonna cry. Anyways, there's a hole that the switch is gonna go in. So I'll wire that in and then I'll wire that to the Volvo seat. And then we just gotta move the seatbelt buckle off of the factory Subaru seat onto the Volvo. And I'm gonna try and pull the airbag, the occupancy sensor out and see if there's a way that I can trick it so that it just is always on. Because usually what manufacturers do is they'll have that where the airbag can be disabled, so in case of a light accident, the passenger airbag won't deploy and it's less cost for an insurance company to repair it. The thing is my car is 13 years old and almost 300,000 kilometers on it, so no insurance company is going to repair it if an airbag deploys. It's just gonna be a total loss. Even like a minor rear end, they'll probably just declare it as a total loss because to an insurance company, it is too old and it's no longer worth any repair costs. So I would rather have the airbag guaranteed to deploy, because it's not gonna save me anything if it doesn't deploy. Because it's gonna, and if I get in an accident, the car's a write-off, unless I can not tell the insurance company. This is the Subaru seat here. So we took out the occupant sensor module. The actual like sensor itself is still in there attached to this plug. So I'm gonna have to do a bit of reverse upholstery here to pull out that sensor. This yellow wire would be for the airbag that's built into the seat, the curtain, like the shoulder airbag. So the airbag light might come on because this isn't plugged in. We shall see. This white plug would be for the heating element of the Subaru seat. And we already took off the seat belt buckle, which we'll put onto the Volvo one, no problem. Oh, so that's a spring, that's a bomb. So much plastic on cars nowadays. You get these little screwdrivers in Subarus, a reversible one, like that, and there's a surprisingly high amount of parts that you, like there's a surprisingly high amount of the car you can take apart using this screwdriver. That's it. So it's basically two copper coils with like a weird silicone bubble in between it, and I guess with enough weight they contact each other. So what I'm wondering is if I can just roll that up, if I can just like zip tie it shut, and if that'll create that contact. There's geese above me. It's day 2, Sunday morning. I'm gonna finish the upholstery on the seat, or started, I guess. All I did yesterday was take it apart. There isn't gonna be a way where I can comfortably run that sensor underneath the foam, and where I trust that it's still gonna be heavy enough to actually like work. So I'm just gonna fold it up, and then I'll just have to keep the seatbelt buckled even when there's no passenger, which is like that's a small consequence of this this job. So I'm okay with that. Upholster the seat in the rising sun. Sean and Amelia are probably going to show up sometime this afternoon to help out. There's just those rear seat brackets left to do. The wiring's all done. I just got to upholster the seat, do those rear brackets, and then the seat can drop in. One thing that's pretty cool with these Volvo seats is they've actually got built-in suspension. So these got these gas shocks. This one's completely dead, and there's 2 of them. So at some point I'm going to go to the scrapyard and I'll find a good one that I can quickly take out and pop in so that I get the full air ride back in it. So there's just a couple spots for the stitchings coming out, so I'm just gonna reinforce that with some new threads. I got some heavy duty sewing thread here with a pretty good embroidery needle, which will be good enough for this job. You've seen me sew before, it's nothing exciting. So I'm just gonna time lapse it. The upholstery on the bottom of the seat is finished. So now I'm putting this piece on. So it's just some loop stitching here. Just some stitching here that's gonna go around. Then down this side, gonna be a secret compartment for stuff in here so I can keep pepperonis. You should always have a secret pepperoni compartment on your car. Rear brackets are done now too, so we're gonna put the rail onto the seat, and then we're gonna get the seat in, bolted down, get the wiring hooked up, and then we're done. Yeah, it's caught on my pants. All right. I need your pry bar, I guess. A Phillips screwdriver is kind of like a pry bar.
Oh, wow. Oh, there.
Can you lift the back of the seat?
Yeah, I'll try that.
Right, there we go.
I even have to
I'll come around and hold it. I think between the two of us, I'm more at the bottom. You need this.
Yeah. So you'd have to say.
Okay, go.
Okay. Yeah.
It's
That actually
comfy,
feels
eh?
comfy on the legs because like you're up a little bit more. Not bad. I wouldn't boost it up any though. 'Cause I'm already at like, you know, head risk.
Well, you're the tallest guy in the Brumbywood company, so
That's fair.
right. If you can fit comfortably in it, everyone else will be all right. Real test though, because the Volvo seat does this and the Subaru seats don't, is if you pull the levers, Kronk.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
You can drop it.
Now, will it hit the head? Ah, yeah. Volvo specifically designed that you can't remove their headrests. You also can't adjust them because Volvo is, the safety is their #1 concern, and it's a headrest that is completely fixed is safer than any other type. No, but even like that still gives you a lot of extra room. Wait, I've been wanting to do it since I bought the Subaru. So like 2.5 years later, it's happened. And there you have it, folks. One successfully installed Volvo XC70 car seat. And honestly, the mismatched seats is kind of cool. It's like a his and hers. Anyways, thanks for watching. Go build something.